Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain. Of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now a handoff to Davis, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Davis. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Davis will try to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be second and goal. To throw is Ryan. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Lee Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
On second down, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. These 2 teams all tied after 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away. falls down incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down right around the 25. Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give to Davis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 24, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And out of bounds right around the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here, hauled in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but now it'll be 3rd down. It's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go again with Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 57 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And now off to the races down the right side.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's got this down to the 35.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Prescott on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan. Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, a give to Davis. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Here's Ryan to throw.
Oh, Ridley has it. What a catch. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. Switch.
They'll run with Davis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020. They're on the stop defensively. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Davis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Ryan. Able to find Patterson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 70 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Ryan. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Ryan going to give this to Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again here with Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you knock out too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry for Davis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Keanu Neal, the former Falcon, up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
103 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And all the way down to the 12. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Now Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.